Okay, here I'm going to demonstrate how to make a quick and delicious salsa. It's very simple. And first I'm going to describe the ingredients that we have here. And we have some kosher salt, 2 medium-sized tomatoes, 4 cloves of garlic, 6 serranos, 2 jalapenos, and a palmful of, probably a half a palmful of cilantro, and that's optional. You don't have to put that in. Normally I don't put it in unless it's fresh. And what I like to do is cut the tails off or the stems off the jalapenos and the serranos, so it makes it easier to just throw them in the blenders when they're hot. We also have about a teaspoon of salt, a blender, a knife, and a pair of tongs. We're going to begin by placing the tomatoes on a hot pan. It doesn't have to be flat, and lightly oiled with olive oil. And then we'll put the cloves of garlic on the pan, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the stems off the serranos and jalapenos. Okay, I've now cut the stems off the serranos and jalapenos and placed them on the pan. And what you want to do is just slightly blacken the tomatoes and brown the garlic on all sides, and just make sure you don't burn them because they tend to become bitter. And you want to slightly blacken the serranos and the jalapenos. Now what you want to do is continue turning the serranos and jalapenos, and you'll notice that the garlic is starting to turn a little brown. And you want to cook this on medium-high heat. Also, you want to continue turning the tomatoes. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as you get a light brown color. And we'll continue doing this until we place the ingredients in the blender. Okay, at this time the garlic's ready. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the side and allow the rest of the tomatoes and serranos to cook a little longer. We're starting to get a nice brown color to the serranos and jalapenos. This is a very simple and quick way to make a delicious salsa. The tomatoes are starting to blister on all sides, and that's what we want. We're going to go, these tomatoes are ready. We're going to go ahead and put these in the blender, drop it in. As you can see, the serranos are starting to brown nicely on all sides, and the jalapenos, they're almost ready. So what I'm going to go ahead and hit this blender, start it with the tomatoes. Okay, we managed to liquefy the tomatoes, and we're going to go ahead and put the rest of the ingredients in now. Okay, I've just added the serranos, the jalapenos, the 4 garlic cloves and the cilantro. And I'm going to go ahead and put about a tablespoon of kosher salt. A good way to measure the salt is just put a little bit in the palm of your hand and just throw it in. And that's all there is to it. Now all we have to do is pour the salsa inside of a container, let it cool for a few minutes. Then you can go ahead and put it in the refrigerator or use it immediately. This salsa will store well for 7 days. So that's all there is to it. Very simple.